Hello and welcome to this short video showcasing my radio control lineup. So we're going to go in order of when I acquired them. This here, my first ever radio control vehicle, the Tamiya Plasma Edge on the DF-02 chassis. I acquired this about 8 or 9 years ago and built it from the kit, and everything in here is completely standard except from my aluminium front shock tower, the Tamiya sport-tuned motor, as you can see just there, and if I dare call it an upgrade, the Tamiya TL-02S, which is under the group of wires. I'm running Fly Sky radio gear in this. It's on a six channel receiver with a Futaba servo. I do plan on upgrading to probably a 20 kilogram servo at some point. I recently installed a new bathtub, if that's what they call them. I've got everything else is original, so I've got the original wishbone suspension and covers here, etc, etc. So that's the Tamiya Plasma Edge. The next thing I got was a tank, and this one is a Taigen Tiger 1 with plastic tracks, metal gearbox, everything else in there is original, smoke generator, sound, and a metal underside. And now the turret turns, raises up and down, and it does fire BBs, but that's at the minute broken, so I've got to fix that. The smoke is piped to come out the rear, and it's got dual motors, so each track can be controlled independently, no clutches needed. And there's a small LED where the machine gun is in the front, and that does flash when you're firing the machine gun. The next vehicle is a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10. This is the KillerBody body kit with the chrome light buckets installed. I've actually fitted my own LEDs. If you can see just there, they're starting to fall out. I've got to re-stick those. And in here we've got the 17-turn E-tronics sport-tuned motor of either 40 or 60 amp ESC, I can't remember. And a 25 kilogram servo, Fly Sky 6 channel radio gear. I'm only using 2 though. And this is all inside the Tamiya TT-02S chassis kit, which I built myself, and I got this last year. And finally, this is my Kyosho PureTen Alpha 2 with this body kit on it, which has LED light buckets all running off of a 9-volt battery. And the chassis itself, if you don't already know, has a GX12 engine, which is a 0.12. I forgot to add that the paper in the top of the heatsink of the 0.12 engine is because the thread for the glow plug has been stripped, so I've got a new heatsink on order, which should come soon. And it's running on Kyosho PureTen radio gear, so 2 servos, one for the brakes and the throttle, and the other for the steering. Also running on a PureTen 26 MHz receiver. And now here are the transmitters I use. So over here on the far right is a Futaba Attack R, which runs 26 MHz AM, which is why it's got the long aerial. This runs on 8 AA batteries. Yep. This is the Fly Sky FSI6 transmitter, which is a 6 channel 2.4 GHz FM transmitter, made for planes and gliders, etc. But I've put an extra spring in here to use it for my cars, because I cannot get along with wheel transmitters. And over here on the far left is the Taigen T5 2.4 GHz FM transmitter. This is just for the tank that I own. It came with it, that uses 6 AA batteries, and this uses 4 AA batteries. Bit of a change of scenery, we're now out in the workshop, which is where the rest of the cars are stored. So this is what I believe to be the Tamiya either M-01 or M-02 chassis with the Mini Cooper body on it. In here we have the Tamiya TL-02S speed controller, another 6-channel Fly Sky receiver, and a Tamiya torque-tuned motor with a old Futaba servo running the steering. This is the Tamiya TL-02 Subaru, and under here we have some old Futaba 27 MHz radio gear with an old Tamiya TU-104BK ESC, which came with my Plasma Edge, but that's now finished its run. It's died. And a Tamiya torque-tuned motor with another Futaba servo. And now what's left are the vehicles my dad owns, which consists of the Tamiya Plasma Edge 2 on a TT-02B chassis, and a Tamiya Falkpanzer Gepard tank, which as you can see is in a sore condition. Now in the Tamiya Plasma Edge 2 we have another sport-tuned motor, some Acom's 27 MHz radio gear, another of the ESCs which is in my other buggy, which is either, as I said, 40 or 60 amps, and under there we have an Acom's servo running the steering. And here is what remains of the Tamiya Falkpanzer Gepard tank. We have a standard 540 motor running a pair of clutches which control which track is to get which amount of power. There would be the servo to control the tracks, and there would be an ESC and radio gear in here if it was in working condition. All that works in this is the tank itself. There's no turret rotation, no up and down on the guns, none of that. The tracks themselves work, so the tank is usable.
And that will be all. Thank you very much for watching this video. I should be uploading some more when the season gets a bit better of the cars and tanks running in all terrains, etc, etc. So that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.